Caricom is taking another step towards regional unity. Four Caricom nations, Barbados, Belize, Dominica, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines, have just announced that starting October 1st, their citizens will enjoy freedom of movement across each other's borders. This means no work permits, no residency permits, just open movement the way regional integration was always promised. But what does this mean for ordinary citizens and for the wider CARICOM bloc that hasn't signed on just yet? Let's break it down. The CARICOM Secretariat confirmed on Monday that nationals of these four states will be able to enter, live, work, and play, stay indefinitely in any of these participating countries. Beyond residency and employment, citizens will also gain access to emergency and primary health care, as well as public, primary, and secondary education, depending on how each host countries has their resources allocated.
Caribbean people, Caricom, the Caribbean community shall be implementing full free movement between four of its member states, that being St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Belize, Barbados, and Dominica. This means that the citizens of these four member states shall have the right to live and move between these other four states freely without hassle and worry. Now, it must be noted that the OECS, Organization of Eastern Caribbean States, also has free movement, meaning that now Dominica and St. Vincent and Grenadines now has free movement between CARICOM and the OECS. And the Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines said that this is a win for them and Belize, because now their Gedifuan brothers and sisters in Belize could come home to Vinceland, and the Vincentian could go to Belize. This is a win-win for both of them. And now we wait to see how many other CARICOM members shall join this full free movement. We wait and see.
This arrangement stems from a decision taken at the July CARICOM summit in Jamaica, where regional leaders pledged to accelerate the CARICOM single market and economy, or what we call the CSME. That framework has long promised the free movement of goods, services, and people, but implementation has been slow and, well, rather uneven. Well, now that this has been signed, the four countries are using a mechanism called enhanced cooperation under the Revised Treaty of Chaguaramas. This clause allows a smaller group of at least three member states to push ahead with integration initiatives, even if the wider bloc is not yet quite ready. According to the Secretariat, officials from Barbados, Belize, Dominica, and St. Vincent have been working to make sure the logistics are in place for the October rollout. Why this important, right, and why it even matters, is that up to now the CSME only guaranteed movement for specific categories: skilled workers, business owners, or service providers. For most people, moving freely across CARICOM was really more of a dream than a reality. With this new deal, for the first time, ordinary citizens of these four nations can simply just pack up, move, and start fresh in another CARICOM country without bureaucratic barriers. But the arrangement also raises a lot of questions. How will smaller economies balance an influx of workers? Can public schools and hospitals manage added demand? And what about the countries still on the sidelines? Why haven't they quite yet signed on? Is there something that they're not telling us? Well, what we're witnessing right now is both a breakthrough and a test. If this foreign nation experiment works, it could pressure larger CARICOM states like Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago to follow suit. If it fails, critics will say regional integration is still just talk. Either way, starting October 1st, a new chapter begins for CARICOM citizens who believe in the vision of one CARICOM without borders. What do you think? Do you think this move strengthens Caribbean unity, or will it strain smaller states already battling economic pressure? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the African Diaspora News channel for more news from the diaspora. Until next time, stay connected.